Hey dads, this is another video in a series of videos I'm doing all about the best things to have in your backyard, or in this case, the driveway. Today in this video, I'm gonna be giving you 5 tips that I think you really need to know ahead of time if you're interested in getting Spalding's The Beast. And even if you're not interested in the Beast in particular, I think it's gonna be really important for you to know the things to consider when getting a portable basketball goal. So this was the perfect basketball hoop for my family. We're a military family that moves a lot, and so a portable basketball hoop was important for us, and also adjustable. I really like that this one has this lever right here that you can just crank. You can crank it up, you can crank it down. It can go all the way down to 7.5 feet, or which is where we started, and then all the way up to 10 feet, which I believe is the regulation on regular basketball goals. This was a gift that came from Santa for us, but if you were to go out and get this, I believe that they have it at Academy Sports. I couldn't find the link to it at Academy anymore, so I have a link down from Spalding. I also believe that it comes in 2 large boxes that would approximately fill up the back of a pickup truck like this, with the tailgate down. So that's to give you an idea of how much space you would need to pick it up yourself. Okay, now remember, Santa Claus did put this together for us, but I do understand from my research that this will take about 5 hours to do together. So tip number 1, from my research, I understand that you should not try to do this alone. I'm sure Santa had lots of little elves helping him, but right here you see this is the absolute number 1 hardest part to do. These 2 square beams need to come together, and it's really just going to require a lot of patience in getting them lined up correctly. But once you get them lined up correctly, you can tap them together, and they will go eventually. But you're just going to need a lot of patience. This is like the number 1 thing that folks on all the different reviews for this item have complained about. So you can get it done. You just need to be patient and just get them lined up, and then maybe consider dropping them down onto the ground and using the force of gravity. Okay, the other thing is, once you get the backboard all mocked up and on, to get the whole unit upright again, you're definitely going to need a lot of help there as well. They say you should fill it like only halfway with water and getting it tipped up. Okay, so the next tip is going to be, make sure you don't over tighten any of this this hardware up here at the top. Your nuts are going to want to be just flush with the end of the bolts, and you're going to want to make sure you read the directions very carefully. I think the directions are well written, but just make sure you don't go too fast. I understand that it's easy to make mistakes and miss things here and there. So just really take your time, take breaks, and you can do it. Okay. So then the next tip would be concerning the base here. The folks at Academy actually recommended a solution that mixes with the water that makes it like overall like much heavier. Like I think it was like 500 pounds or something like that. But once I now that I have the directions to it and gone through those now, if you live in super cold areas, the directions do recommend putting antifreeze into the base as well. Although I'll say, we do live down here in Alabama, but we haven't had any problems whatsoever with this freezing. So maybe that mixture does have some anti-freezing properties in it. Okay, some people I noticed on different websites have asked how hard it is to actually move around, and my best answer to that is going to be hard enough where I really couldn't do it with one hand, but with 2 hands it really wouldn't be much of an issue at all. It is a little bit difficult to turn, but you can get it done. The other thing that I want to kind of lastly leave you with is we do get some severe weather down here, and haven't had anything like a tornado, at least not happen this year. We did have one last year, but that was before the beast. And it hasn't budged, it hasn't moved one bit. And I have not, it does come with like a tie down that goes here on the back of the base. I have not incorporated that, and it really hasn't moved whatsoever. So I've been real happy with just how sturdy it is. And you can, you can just see it's just a very well built. I think this is going to last for a long time and really grow with the kids. So hey, as always, if you have any questions at all, just leave that down in the comments. I always respond to all the different comments and try to answer your questions, you know, if I know the answer to it. And if you're interested in other things that we've done in our backyard to make it the perfect dad backyard area, then check out this video over here. Or over here. I always forget where it is. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one.